So hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel YourPedia. So guys, today we will take some previous year question of Airport Authority of India from 2021 to 2023. We take aptitude question of topic time and work. So let's start with our first question. Here you see the first question. The first question is Raj and Rajat can finish a piece of work in 30 days and 40 days respectively. Respectively means Raj do that work in 30 days and Rajat do that work in 40 days. You can't interchange that. Okay. Raj started the work alone, and after how many days should Rajat join him so that work is finished in 24 days. Okay. Now here one basic method you have to know, that work is equal to efficiency into time. Basically time means days. We are talking about the days. Okay. What is efficiency means? Means a person do 5 work per day. That is the efficiency is that person efficiency is 5. Okay. He can do 5 work in one day. Okay. So efficiency is different. Okay. Of every person. So here what we take, we know that Raj do that particular work in how many days? 30 days. And we know that Rajat do that particular work in how many days? That is in 40 days. Okay. Now we take the LCM of both. That LCM is known as total work. Now what we get in LCM, if we take the LCM, we get 120. That 120 is total work. How much work they have to complete? That is 120. Now what will be the efficiency of Raj? If Raj is doing a particular 120 work in 30 days, so how much work he complete per day? So we have to divide 120 by 30. We get he complete 4 work per day. So efficiency of Raj is 4 work per day. Similarly, what will be the efficiency of Rajat? If Rajat is doing 120 work in 40 days, what we get? The efficiency of Rajat is 3 work per day. Okay. Now see here, after how many days should Raj started work alone. Raj started work alone अकेले, ठीक है. Now he is saying that after how many days should Rajat join him so that the work is finished in 24 days. Okay. So here we know that in 24 days, Raj do how many work? If we multiply in 24 days, Raj per day efficiency is 4. That is 96 work. That is total how much work? 96 work. Now that 96 work is completed by whom? By Raj. Because if there are 24 days in which work to be completed, so in that 24 days Raj should work na. Firstly he worked alone, then he worked with Rajat. So in these 24 days Raj worked, that is for sure. So how much work is completed by Raj alone in that 24 days? That is 96 work. So what work is left? Work left, how much work is left now? Work left is 120 total work, completed 96. What we get? We get 24 work. Now that 24 work is completed by whom? कौन complete करेगा? Now that 24 work should be completed by which? Rajat. Means Rajat total that work is remaining is 24, and Rajat per day capacity how much? 3 work. He can do 3 work per day. So if 24 work is there, then how much days Rajat take? It takes 8 days. So that 8 days, we have to subtract from 24 days, and we get the days, in how many days that work should be completed. That is in 16 days that work should be completed. So that's the question. Now move to the next question. The question is saying that a certain number of men can finish a piece of work in 40 days. Okay, if there were 4 men less, then it would take 4 days more for the same work to be finished. How many men are there initially? So first of all, remember one formula, that is M1 D1 H1 MDH W into rupees is equal to M2 D2 H2 work 2 into rupees. Okay, here M is equal to men. Okay, here M is equal to men and D is equal to days, H is equal to hours and W is equal to work, R is equal to rupees. So basically in this formula we can only use these two. If we here use these two, then we can use from that equation also these two. Okay, don't think we have to know all of these then we put this formula. If we have two variable, then also we can put this formula. Like in this case, like how many, a certain number of men, let men how much, M is equal to X, how many days he doing the work, that is in 40. So what we can do, M1 into D1 or similarly M2 into D2 by using this only method. So we don't know how many men are there, do 40-day work. So that work is total work is completed in 40 days. Okay, now in second equation, if there are 4 men less, now we know that how many men are there, there are X men. If 4 men are less, then we have to take X minus 4. Then he is saying it would take 4 days more. If days are 40, then how many days more? 44, that is 44. So from here what we get? We get the answer. Now 40x is equal to 44x minus what we get here, 176. 40x minus 44x is equal to minus 176 minus 4x is equal to minus 176. Now when we'll solve this question, what our answer will be? We will get, that is 44. D is our answer. So these are the question which came in 2021. Okay, very simple question. So let's move to the next question. In the third question, I will make equation, then you have to solve it. Okay, I taken this question also in time and work. Basically it is related to sharing. Okay, a sum of rupees 7,560 is divided between A, B, C. So we can say first equation is A plus B plus C is how much? 7,560. Okay, now the ratio of share of A to the combined share of B and C, that means A ratio B plus C is equal to 5:9. Okay, and what we can do here, we can also do A ratio B plus C is equal to 5x ratio 9x. Okay, we can also use that. Similarly, next is the ratio of share of C to the combined share of A and B is, that means C ratio of combined ratio of A and C is how much? 3:7. We can also use 3x or plus 7x. Okay, so in first equation, that is the first. In second, what we get the equation, we know that A ratio B ratio C, we can also do that 5x plus 9x. That means if we adding A plus B plus C, how much we get? We know that we get 7,560. From here we get the value of x. Okay, from here we get the value of x. If you get the value of x, what value of x you get? That is 14x is equal to 7,560. From here what you get the value of x, put it in here, you get the value of A. Okay, and also we know that in second equation we know that 3x plus 7x, this is also C plus A plus B, C ratio A plus C plus A plus B, that is A plus B plus C is equal to how much? 7,560. Okay, from here also we get the value of 1x. Okay, here we get the value of x also. What value we get? Let's write here, you get 540, x value you get 540, and from here you get the value of A, you get the value of A how much? that is 2760. What you get? Sorry, 2700. Similarly, you get here one value of x and you get the value of c. Just you have to solve this very simple question. I just make the equation. These are the equation from which you have to solve this question, and after that you get the b value is 2592. Okay. So main difficulty in this question is this equation. So I have made this equation, that is first is 5x plus 9x is equal to 7560, 3x plus 7x, that is 7560, because we are adding all these three and all these three addition is given equal to 7560. Okay. So let's move to the next question. What is next question is saying? Okay. A and do a piece of work in 80 days, B and C do it in 120 days, A and C do it in 112 days, that is 112 days. In how many days B alone do the work? Very important and very interesting question. So we take basically approach which I taught you previously in this lecture, that is A plus B doing work in how many days? They are doing in 80 days. Okay. In how many days? They are doing in the 80 days. Now he is saying B and C they do work in how many days? They are doing in the 120 days. Similarly, A and C, that is A plus C, do that work in how many days? They are doing in the 1112 days. So if we have to know the total work, then what we have to take? We have to take LCM and we get the total work. From taking LCM we get the total work 1680, that we get the total work. Now we find the efficiency of A plus B. Now A plus B do complete the work in 80 days, and how much is the work? 1680. Then divide 1680 by whom? By 80. What we get? We get 21. So efficiency of A plus B is 21. Similarly, what is the efficiency of B and C? We know that B and C complete a work in how many days? 120 days. And what is the total work? 1680. Then divide 1680 by 120. Then we get the efficiency of B and C, and we get that is 14. We get the B and C efficiency, that is 14. Similarly, A plus C complete a work in how many days? 112. Okay. Now what is the total work? 1680. So what is the efficiency of B, A and C? Means how many work they combinedly do per day. So divide 1680 by 112. What we get? We get 15. So that is the efficiency of both A plus B, B plus C and A plus C. Now we know that what will be get total efficiency if we add all of three equation, A plus B, B plus C, A plus B, B plus C plus A plus C. What will be the total efficiency? 21 plus 14 plus 15. Okay. And we get here 2A plus 2B plus 2C is equal to how much? That is 50. Okay. Now we get 2A plus B plus C is equal to 50, and we get A plus B plus C is equal to 50 by 2, that is 25. Now what he is saying in the question, in how many days B alone do it? Means in how many days B alone do that work? We know that work is how much? 1680, and he is saying in how many days B alone can do it. Now we know that we have to find out efficiency of only B, and we know that A and C efficiency is 15. So can we put here A plus C B plus B is equal to 25, A plus C is equal to 15 plus B is equal to 25. So here what we get? B is equal to 25 minus 15. So we get the B efficiency is equal to 10. So we know that B per day work is 10. He complete 10 work in one day. Okay. So we know that the formula work is equal to efficiency into time. Okay. What is the work total? 1680. What will be the efficiency of B? That is 10. And what will time he take? We will calculate it. So what we have to do, 1680 divided by 10, we get the time, that is day, in how many days he complete the work. So 168 are the days in which he completes the work. Okay, so what we get here, we get the C option, 168. Okay, now move to the next question. Let's start with our next question. So next question is A and B together can complete a work in 15 days. B alone can complete the same work in 24 days. In how many days will A complete the whole work? Very simple and interesting question. So if we know that A and B complete a work in how many days? 15 days. Okay. And in how many days B alone complete a work? In 24 days. Again, what step we have to take? We have to do the LCM. We have to take the LCM. We get the total work is equal to 120. So 120 is the total work. So first of all, we know that if A and B combinedly do work, so what is the efficiency of per day A plus B? So divide 120 by 15, what we get? 8. Okay, what we get? 8. Now what will be the B efficiency? So B efficiency is divide 120 divide by 24. Okay, divide 120 by 24, we get 5. So efficiency of B only is 5. So B complete how much work per day? That is 5. Now question is saying in how many days A alone complete the work. We know that A plus B efficiency is 8 and we know that B efficiency is 5. So what will be the A efficiency? We get A efficiency is equal to 3. Now if work is total 120 and we know that work is equal to efficiency into time. If work is total is equal to 120 and efficiency of A is 3, then how many days it take? It take 40 days. So answer will be D, not B. Okay, so that is the simple approach we have to take in every question. Okay, next move to the next question. Okay, this question, in this question what he is saying that 3 men, 4 women, 6 children working together can finish a piece of work in 7 days. If each woman works twice as much as man and each children does half as much as man, how many women working together can finish the work in 7 days? Okay, first of all we have to find how much is the work. We know that 3 men plus 4 women plus 6 children complete the work in how many days? 7. Okay, that is we are taking formula like man into days, है ना, but we have to take in same value. Okay, so we know that 3 men, we put that men, we know that what he is saying that if each woman work twice as much as men, means one woman is twice as much as men. So we can write one woman is equal to twice of men. Yes or no? We can write it. And what he is also saying that each children does half as much as work done by men. So half of men into 7. So what we get here? We get 3 men plus 8 basically men. Okay, plus 3 men into 7. 8 or 3, 11 plus 3, 14 men into 7. So 14 men do how many work in 7 days? Let's multiply 40 7s are 98 work. That is the total work done by them is 98. So that 98 work will be completed by how many women in 7 days? We know that 1 woman is equal to 2 men. ठीक है, and women, we know the formula, men into, or basically we can take it their value of women also, man into d1 is equal to work. So how much is the work? Is 98. How many days he has to take? 7. How many women required? We don't know, but we know that 1 woman is equal to 2 men. Okay, so 2 into 7, 14 women is equal to 98, is equal to 98 by 14. From here we get the answer. If you divide 98 by 14, you get the answer, that is 7. Okay, so 7 women are required to complete the work in 7 days. Okay, so that is the question. Very interesting question this is. Okay, so like that we can compare it, the efficiency. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Next question is, first of all complete that question. 45 days and 40 days respectively. A and B can do a piece of work in 45 days and 40 days respectively. They began the work together. Together they started the work, but A left after some days. B finished the remaining work in 23 days. After how many days did A leave? Okay, so that is the question. So first of all, you have to know that we know that A's efficiency, A can do a work in how many days? 45 days, and B in how many days? 40 days. Take LCM of both. If you take the LCM of both, you get LCM is equal to 360. That is total work you get, that is 360 work you get. Now what is the efficiency of A? If you divide 360 by which? By 45, you get 8. So efficiency of A is 8 and efficiency of B is 9. Okay, so efficiency of B is greater. Now we know that B finishes the remaining work in 23 days. We know that in that 23 days B work alone. So we can multiply, we can get the work, total work in that 23 days done by the B. So 23 multiplied by 9. Here we get how much work is done by B. So work done by B is 184. If we multiply 23 into 9, what we get? There is a minute, not 20. Okay, 207. What complete work done by B is 207. Now we have total work how much? 360, and work done by B is 207. Then subtract this, what we get? 153 work, and that 153 work is completed by both A and B. So what is the efficiency of both A and B? That is 9 plus 10, 17. So what we get? 9. So they completed the work in, so in how many days? After how many days did A leave? A leave after 9 days. Okay, that is the method of solving that type of question, because we know that B finishes the remaining work in 23 days. Because here we can estimate that B alone work for 23 days. So if we work only for 23 days, then we get to know that how much complete work is done by B if he is doing work alone. So 207, total work is 360. So what we get? 153. That 153 work is starting completed by A and B both. So here we get the answer 9. Okay. Next question. A, B and C rent a pasture, okay, and put 5 oxen for 4 months, means 5 for 4 months ratio. B put 8 oxen for 5 months, means 8 into 5, and C put 10 oxen for 3 months. What we get? 20, 40 and 30. So we get the ratio of 2 ratio 4 ratio 3. What will be the share of B? Okay, what will be the share of B? If total rent is 180, what will be the share of B? Now B is 4, okay, and what is the total ratio? Add that, 4, 3, 7, and that is 9. So what we get here? Niche 9 into what will be the share? So divide that. If he is asking about, that is the B share, If he is asking about A share, what we have to do? We take 2 and total is 9 into 180. So what we get? 80. We get the answer 80. A will be the answer. So it is very simple question. Okay. Next question is 6 men complete a work. 6 men complete a work in 10 days. They start the work and after 2 days 2 men leaves. Okay. In how many days will the work be completed? The remaining men. Okay. So 6 men complete a work in 10 days. ये equation समझ आ रहा है? And we know that they started work together. After 2 days 2 men leaves. We can understand that 6 men work for 2 days. Okay, all the 6 men work for 2 days. But after that 2 men leave. Means how much men are left? 4. Okay, and that 4 men, how many days taken by that? That is the question. And how many days will the work be completed by the remaining men? So what we get? 60 is equal to 12 plus 4a. 60 minus 12 is equal to 4a. Okay, now what we get here? When we subtract this, 48 divided by 4a, and we get, that is, answer is 12. Here answer would be 12. There is no answer of 12, so make it 12. Okay, the answer will be 12. So our next question is, N is thrice as good workman as M and therefore able to finish a work in 20 days less than M. Now from here what we get? We know that N efficiency is 3 and M efficiency is 1. Now N can complete 3 work per day, but M can complete 1 work per day. So here what we also know that if N able to complete work 20 days less than M, so we can take M work complete in X days. So N that complete that work in how many days? X minus 20. Okay, so we can take efficiency into days, we get the total work. How much is the work? Efficiency into time, what we get? Work, because work is same for the both. And similarly for this, 1 into X, that is X will be the days and 1 will be the efficiency of M. So what we get? 3x minus 60 is equal to X. So 3x minus X is equal to 60. So 2x is equal to 60 and X is equal to 30. So what we get? That are the days which are required by M to complete a work, and N complete that work in how many days? 10 days. From here, if N complete a work in 10 days and M complete a work in 30 days, the total work will be 30 in itself, है ना? The total work will be 30. And in how many days they together complete the work? We know that efficiency of M and N is 4, and what will be the total work? Total work is 30. So divide 30 by 4, what we get? 15 by 2, and we get 7.5. So we get the answer A, that is in 7.5 days they complete the work together. So what will be the last question? Last question is very simple again. 500 cadets work for 60 days. M1 D1 M2 D2 formula. 500 cadets do a work in 60 days. If 100 more person join, means there is 500 cadets, now there is 600, 100 more join. Okay, the NCC camp, for how many days will provision last? That is not found, that is food. Okay, that is into X. Just we get the value of X. 50, that is for 50 days will be food sufficient. Okay, so that are the question of time and work which came in Airport Authority of exam from 2021 to 2023. So thank you. Have a nice day.